Well, hello there. My name is John Meyer. I make videos about music related topics, and this week I'm going to talk about my very first sampler, the Boss Dr. Sample SP-202. I bought this late 90s, maybe early 2000s. Now, this sampler has found its way into my eBay box on probably half a dozen different occasions, and I would always take it out at the last minute thinking maybe I'll find some use for it. At the moment, I have delays and reverbs and tremolo, but I don't have anything that does pitch and time effects, and that's where this thing really shines. About a month ago, I made a video on how I record drums. And I took some samples from that session and I ran them into this unit. And they're on these 8 pads. Here they are. This is the magic, this hi-fi standard lo-fi 2. I'm going to show you that later on, but now I'm going to introduce you to some of these effects that are kind of fun. And just so you know, down here, we can reverse the sample. Fun. These settings cannot be changed after the fact. You have to do that while you're recording. So let's look at our kick drum and let's look at some of these effects. Ring mod. Could be useful. Filter. The resonant peak there. The reason why I think this is fun is that I've got my effects over here, so I can run these out through my effects. So now we get to the two effects that make this worth it to me. Let's look at the pitch effect. The pitch effect is universal across all the pads. I really dig that. And the time effect is really cool. So all the way up. I like that. Now let's look at the snare. This is really cool. So the time is what's nice. Yeah. And then we have a crash down here. And I can add some effects to it here. If you want these drum samples, I'll put a link in the description. You can go grab them. To demonstrate the hi-fi standard and lo-fi settings, I thought my voice would be a good candidate. Once I got all my stuff set up, I was somewhat inspired, and so I was running MIDI out and everything and started this little track. What's neat about this, it has a microphone. So if I hold down the source button, now I'm hearing the microphone. I'm going to sing, and I'm going to put it on these pads. Now, this is where you can really make some interesting sounds. So I'm going to start off by recording onto 1. So if I hit record, now all this turns on. All right, so here's my note. Okay, now that's the hi-fi setting. I don't think that's what I want. Let's see what this standard setting sounds like. Let's go a step further. Why not? Record. Let's go to lo-fi 1. Now let's mess with that. pretty lo-fi. So let's delete that. One of the reasons you can do this is the file sizes are a lot smaller on Lo-Fi 2, and on Hi-Fi you only get 14 or 16 seconds of internal recording. So let's go to Lo-Fi 2 just for fun. I think standard is probably the way to go. Now this is going to be a keeper take. Let's go with this note right here. How about this? Sometimes I like having the delay and the reverb on because it helps me hold the note out. And these are after the recording, so it's not a big deal. What if I talked like this for the rest of the time? That'd be something. All right, here we go. Add a little texture there at the end. Let's go for it. I should have thought through the pitches, but I'm just finding notes that I think work and might work in different parts of the song. All right, let's look at these notes with the time. Yeah, there we go. Let's do a rhythm. If you ever use these samples and make a big hit, you can know that there's a lawnmower buried just behind my sweet vocal tones. All right, hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to talk more about pedals as I work things in. I'm trying to get my setup to where I can create when I'm ready to create. And if I have to plug in pedals and that kind of thing, then I end up not doing it at all, and I just stay inside the computer. So this is a fun little adventure. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next week.